question. Because, like, I don't honestly, I really have to go to the bathroom. But, I don't know. Like, I feel there's always a small part of me, like, I don't know, it's hard to get pinned. It's hard to pin down one emotion all the time. It seems like I got a lot of pistons moving at once. Obviously, because I'm getting choked up here and there, but it's always somewhere in there that, like, I'm optimistic about the whole thing.
Yeah. You want to change, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like things are getting different. It's just a matter of, like hurry up, you know?
Yeah.
I want to go for my walks again and make music and draw. Can't even draw, you know? Until, like, I have to come here and then I draw something, you know?
What are you doing here that's different at home?
I guess just really having to sit down and talk about this stuff, you know?
You're addressing the emotions instead of repressing them.
Yeah, I guess that's accurate. Because my dad, you know, he just doesn't understand, really. Like he means the best for me, you know? But he never fully grasps the, he's like, don't worry, there's nothing to worry about. Worrying never solved anything. Crying never solved anything. It's like...
Just stop being depressed.
Yeah, exactly. It's like... He's like, I get depressed too, but it's like, yeah, but it's not the same. And, like, I was talking to my mom about this the other day on the phone. It's like, because it was that day I had that panic attack before, the teeth cleaning. I thought my dad was, like, all bummed out with me and stuff. And I felt like he didn't get it, you know, and I was saying, I understand why he doesn't get it. You know what I mean? Because he's older and he grew up different. There's like 40 years between us. And, like, I know he lost his sons. But... And that's the point I try to make with everybody who doesn't understand. Well, all my family back home... I mean, no one really understands. And that's the point I try to make, and it's not trying to make an excuse, but it's like, when all this stuff happened, all those defining moments that changed me for the worst, like, they happened before I was like, I had like a foundation, you know?
Yeah.
I wasn't working or driving, or I was just getting out of high school. I was in high school. I had a full block of classes. As I kept failing different classes. One class I didn't expect to fail twice. One class I failed 3 times in a row or something like that. Or I was taking it 3 times in a row. So yeah, I failed 2 classes 3 times in a row. One of them I really didn't expect to. But I did, and then... So I had this, like, full block of classes, because they changed it from, like, switching... They were switching, like, 4 and 4 every other day or something like that. And then they switched, like, that next year, after I'd failed those classes, they switched to, like, 7 in a day. So I had, like, 7 full blocks, like, homework in every class every day. I was really trying to do it, too. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I just knew I needed to graduate. I didn't want to go to summer school. I didn't want to repeat a year or drop out or anything. And then, right after Christmas break, my little brother died. And then, I stopped going to school for like a month and a half, I think. Something like that. Maybe it was a month. It felt like longer because... I lost track of time, you know.
Were you doing well in school at that time before your brother passed?
I don't know. I don't know if I was. I never really was. I was never really good at school, especially after I turned 16. Because I started smoking weed, and then I was like, I really don't care about this stuff, and like I had a hard time just paying attention to any of it. So no, I don't know. I was trying really hard to do it, and then all that fell apart. And then I started doing like a lot of different drugs and stuff, and then, anyways, back to the point is like I never had like a foundation, and like right when I was starting to like finally, I felt like I was kind of finally getting my bearings. Then my older brother died, and then that was like another one, and then my girlfriend left me, and it was like fine, but I just spun out after that. Like, got literally spun out. Started doing methamphetamine for like a while, and it was just like I had been in in and out of relationships since I was 14, and after that last one, and my older brother died, I was just like, I just spiraled, and since 2016, and it seems like a lot longer than 3 years, but it's only been 3 years. And but that's the thing, is no one really understands that when all that stuff happened, they had jobs and stuff, and they were doing stuff. Like, my mom had a job, my sister had a job, my stepdad doesn't even like fit into the equation because he's just like, I don't even know what to call that. Just empty or unfeeling. Doesn't get it at all. Saw everything I went through. Just a different dude, I guess, but...
You have a lot on your mind right now.
Uh-huh.
We're kind of at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But one thing I'd like to do before you leave, brief exercise. While you're sitting there, find 5 things in my room you can see. I don't care what it is.
Hand sanitizer, pen, mouse, keyboard, monitor.
Okay. 4 things you can feel physically, like your feet on the floor.
Yeah, I can feel my foot. My hand on my jeans. The other hand. My hat.
Okay. Find 3 things that you can hear.
Stuff going on out there.
Mm-hmm.
That Homedics machine.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I shorthanded myself saying things out there.
Find the farthest sound away.
Talking in the lobby area.
Okay. 2 things you can smell.
That one's tough, because I can't really smell anything. I'm not sick or anything.
Who's shy? Can I smell air? Can I smell yourself?
Yeah, I can smell my shirt.
Okay. 1 thing you can taste.
My gum.
Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
What are you thinking about?
What am I thinking about?
Mm-hmm.
This?
Yeah. What you mentioned earlier, you're able to focus on something when you're watching a drama. You're putting your attention here instead of here. So when you're using a grounding exercise, you're doing the same principle. What's going on around me? I feel the void. I feel myself. 30 feet away, I can hear people out there. I can smell. Nothing really.
Yeah.
You can taste my gum. But you're pulling your focus away from your thoughts. Your thoughts are always present, and they tend to, when they get overwhelming, kind of guide your actions. Whether it's for like a physiological response, your heart beats faster, you sweat, whatever it is you're doing, your thoughts kind of guide that emotion and that response afterwards. So pulling yourself out of your head, being aware of what's happening right now.
What, you asked me a question?
Well, the question is, what are you thinking about now? And then compare that to what you were thinking about right before we did it.
Just thinking about this, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about a comic that I drew in my head a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was just sort of a thought bubble repeating itself. I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
That's what this got me thinking about. I'm not even trying to be funny. That is actually like, I have the visual in my head.
Yeah. That's a perfect...
Back from like 7th grade, I've thought about that. But I haven't thought about it in a long time. Maybe not since then.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time. If I have thought about it since 7th grade, I don't remember when. But yeah.
If I could encourage you, take that with you. Use your 5 senses at least once a day.
Alright.
Pull yourself out of your head.
Alright. I'll try to do that. I'm gonna have to like write it down.
Luckily it's easy. Your 5 senses.
Yeah.
See, hear, taste, touch, smell. In any specific order. I would like to get you an appointment again.
Yeah.
Are you on regular appointments?
Regular appointments. I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so because we always schedule it every time.
Okay. 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I got room on Thursday at 11.
Thursday at 11. 2 weeks. What date is that?
23rd.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I'm just thinking about I have the teeth cleaning on the 21st. It's crazy how time keeps... These keep coinciding with all each other. I told my dad we need to start bringing the calendars because, like I said, the whole three shots in 1 week.
Yeah.
0 shots in the other week. It's like...
Yeah. If you do want, I will schedule around if I can.
Nah, I mean, if there was, I don't know, if there was a time before that, it would be better, I guess, but then that might be too soon. I don't know.
That would be my only concern is if it was too soon. I don't have anything before that. I only have something later, and that would be it. 2-ish.
No, we'll take the same day. I mean, yeah, we'll just take the 11 because my dad, I mean, it's part of my anxiety thing that I like to get stuff out of the way early in the day because if I'm up long enough, I just spend all day thinking about it. So,
yeah.
And the main thing I think about with these things is like having to go to the bathroom during it. So, I guess that's with anything. That seems to be the theme.
During those times, when you start recognizing it, that's kind of that you prioritize depression. That's something we can talk about. We'll start talking about your triggers, warning signs, times that your body's like telling you, hey, something is wrong. And then we can start working on coping skills and things like that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Print this up. Is there anything you need for now?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Gotcha. Pretty loud, right?
Hey, you guys assign those things?
Yeah, they give us like extra ones so that nobody can hear what's going on the outside.
Oh, that's clever. That's comforting. Alright, man.
I'll see you soon.
Good seeing you.
Bye as well.
You want to turn the fuck